After a thrilling and hugely successful run of the FIS Junior World Championship events here at the Audi Quattro Winter Games New Zealand, we enter the final weekend of competition schedule. The past 2 weeks have delivered some incredible snow sports competition across all our mountains, and we close out our games the way we opened it, in style. Today we bring you the first of 2 FIS World Cup Big Air events. The action promises to be incredible as some of the world's best skiers pull out all stops on the Tom Carroll Big Air at Cardrona Alpine Resort.
Good morning and welcome to Cardrona Alpine Resort for the Audi Quattro Winter Games NZ. This morning we have a beautiful Bluebird day for the FIS Freeski World Cup 2019 Ski Big Air Finals. We're starting with the ladies. We have 5 starters, and then we have the men, a field of 10. In the booth with me today is none other than Mr. Jossie Wells. Jossie, what can you tell us about this jump?
G'day Nick. Well, this jump has had some world first tricks done on it before. It's a really big jump. We've got 24 metres from the takeoff to the landing. The jump stands 3 metres high off the deck. Huge jump. Over the time, the last few years this jump's been standing, and there's national teams that come through each season and tricks just go down.
It looks to me like we have some of the best riders in the world here.
Yes, we do indeed. We've got 10 of the best men riders in the world right here. We've had world firsts from a lot of these guys. We have Olympic medals from these guys. On the women's side, we have Olympic gold medalist Dara Howell. It's going to be a really, really tough competition today, and all these guys are going to have to bring out their hardest tricks. So we have 3 runs, best 2 count, and each one of those tricks has to be different. Now, what classifies a different trick is the way you're spinning it. So if you're coming off the jump forward, you go left or right, and then taking off the jump backwards is also a different direction. So switch left or switch right. So with the 2 jumps, you're going to have to do your best 2 tricks you can do. They have to be different, and those scores get added together for the final score.
We have 5 starters in the women. They all get 3 runs, and then we have 10 males. Dropping in bib number 6 at the top of the course right now, we have Yuki Tsubota from Canada. Now, the things that the judges will be looking for are progression, variety, amplitude, and execution. So, Yuki Tsubota dropping in for her first run, dropping forwards.
All right, so she's coming in, building speed. She's going forward, spinning left side with the big left side 900 tail grab. Stomping that. That always feels good to land your first trick.
What a way to kick things off, Jossie. A 900 from the ladies contingent here at the Audi Quattro Winter Games NZ for the FIS Freeski World Cup 2019 Ladies Big Air. And if we just see the replay here.
Nicky, see that on this, there's a big air, right? So you're going to want to get a lot of air. It's just in the name. So with her, Yuki just got over the knuckle there. So with her next jump, she's going to want to try to get a little bit more speed and carry it a little further down the landing. But nonetheless, that was a really clean first jump, and she's going to be happy with that.
Yuki Tsubota waiting for the very first score of the competition to come in here today. Putting down a 75. That is nothing to be scoffed at. Bib number 5 dropping now, Elena Gaskell from Canada.
All right, she's also coming in forward, building up her speed, taking off, spinning right side, forward right, 720 with the tail grab, really clean. Nick, that was a great grab. She was grabbing right at the end of her ski. We'll see here on the replay just how great it was.
Beautiful, and when the skiers are grabbing in different places like the tail or doing unique grabs, then that's part of variety, and then if that's executed well and it seems progressive, the judge is going to reward that, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. You can just see there on the replay she was grabbing right at the end of the ski, which, as a judge, you're going to want to see the technical difficulty of these grabs, and the further that you grab away from the feet, the harder that is, so that was a really great trick from her. Score coming through for Elena is 77.4 for the first trick.
So we have a new leader, Elena Gaskell, sitting in that number 1 spot, the Canadian. But now to drop another Canadian, Dara Howell, coming off a gold medal in Sochi in the slopestyle. A lot of the slopestyle riders are very strong in the big air.
Yeah, I mean, the tricks definitely transfer across that you work on in slopestyle and big air. I mean, big air is the one, you know, it's the big kahuna. And here we go.
Bib 3, Dara Howe from Canada.
Coming in forward also, forward left side. Rodeo 900 just coming up short there. Ow. Ooh. That is not what you want, Nick.
So just talk to us about how big you would like to go on this jump and where the sweet spot is. It looks like Dara is just struggling to get up here. We'll keep our fingers crossed that she's not injured. We've got patrol, and the patrol here at Cardrona Alpine Resort are second to none. She'll be in good hands, but it's not what we want to see. Nobody wants to see a rider go down.
The forces are so heavy. Even if you do make it to the landing, it it hurts a lot. Like if you go big or too small, you really want to get that sweet spot, and this is what can happen when it goes a little bit wrong.
You really want to make sure you have enough speed. Dara Howe just going down there, easy mistake to make.
I think, you know, all these riders out here, everyone has dealt with some sort of injury throughout their career, and you know, it's about how you get back up, you know.
To the top of the course right now, Elena Gaskell from Canada.
Elena had a pretty solid first jump with a 720. Now she's jumping around switch, taking off over the left shoulder. Switch, double cork, 1260. Wow, Nick, that's crazy. That's the first time I've ever seen a woman do that trick. Wow, that was incredible.
Elena Gaskell showing that she's currently in that #1 spot, and she's showing that she deserves to be there and stepping it up hugely here, Jossie.
That was amazing. Stomp went really big, so she got the amplitude. Technical difficulty is through the roof. Her grab was amazing. Wow, what a jump for Elena. Really, really sick. She's going to be pumped. Look at the smile on her face.
She should be smiling after that, and I'm sure the judges will be frothing out right now as well, just like we are here in the commentary booth.
Yeah, we're going to see a score well in the 90s. Give her 100. Scores in with a 93 for the switch. Double cork 1260 from Elena Gaskell from Canada.
That's huge.
Coming out the gate, firing.
So at the top of the course right now, we have the 18-year-old Carolyn Clare from the United States of America, dropping in for her second of 3 runs. Big boots to fill after the last rider.
Carolyn's first run, she scored a 67.60, so she's going to be wanting to put another one under her belt and bump that score up. Here we go, taking off switch over the left shoulder. Switch, double 900. That was almost a double cork as well, Nick.
Beautiful riding here. The girls showing that the first one was literally just for safety. They wanted to get one under their belts, and it's time to step things up. And with Elena Gaskell setting the bar high with that 1260, Carolyn Clare knows that she cannot muck around here.
Yeah, see right here, she's gone for a switch double cork, and she's just not quite dipped over that last one. She knows that it's all into her last jump now. Just missed the grab there. I think that's what the problem was. When you're setting these rotations this fast, you really need to grab your skis early on in the trick, and it can lock you in and help you to pull that rotation around. And if you miss it early on, then it can kind of turn to custom, Nick.
Waiting for that second run score to come in for Carolyn Clare, and she will be in second place position with a score of 80.2. Our second highest score of the day there for Carolyn Clare.
Solid jump for Carolyn.
Back to the top of the course, and in bib #2 from the United States of America, the 18-year-old Carolyn Clare, posting some really strong scores in her first and second runs. Currently in the silver medal position. This is Carolyn's last chance to get that gold. She needs a 96 or better. It's a big ask, but not impossible by any means.
Come out the gate swinging.
Carolyn Clare from the United States of America dropping now third and final run, and the last run of the FIS Freeski World Cup.
Jumping around switch, coming in over the left shoulder. Switch left side. 900 just leaning back seat and coming unstuck there. Oof.
Double pole eject.
Is she all good? These women are sending it. This is what it takes to get gold medal. You've got to come out, bring your A game, you just got to send it.
When you're at the top of the course and you know you need a score of 96 or better to up your position, you go for broke, and that's exactly what Carolyn's done here. And you've got to be tough in the sport too, Jossie, like we talked about before in terms of getting injured, and if you go too big or you don't go big enough. I mean, a lot of free skiers deal with injuries, yourself included, and you have to be able to take a slam or two to be able to progress and do these gnarly tricks.
Yeah, you can just see here on the replay, she slammed down on her left hip there. You know, all these riders out here are really, really strong. They take the knocks and get back up and do it again.
So going to our final standings at the FIS World Cup 2018, in the gold medal position from Canada, Elena Gaskell. In silver from the United States of America, Carolyn Clare. And in third place, Yuki Tsubota from Canada. If you don't execute your trick perfectly, you will not be getting a medal here today at the FIS Freeski World Cup Ski Men's Big Air.
We have James Woods from Great Britain dropping in with the bib number 3. Woodsy is no stranger to this jump. He's no stranger to the Winter Games. He's been out here podiuming in the last few years. He's been getting X Games podiums over these years. Really, really strong skier, and we should be expecting something really, really good from him right now.
Woodsy being the oldest competitor here today. Small fact for you, going in.
Coming in switch right side. Triple cork. 1440 octo grab.
Ooh,
absolutely
Woodsy.
Flawless again.
Showing that experience on this jump. Now, he looked right at home there, didn't he?
Yeah, that is a classic Woodsy trick. That trick actually helped him to win X Games gold a couple years ago and X Games silver last year. Yeah, Woodsy's been on fire with that trick, and I was actually there when he learnt that at spring camp on this exact jump, so it's pretty much, you know.
This is old hat for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Walk in the park, and he makes it look so easy.
I'm pretty confident to say that's going to be probably in the 90s.
In the 90s?
Yeah.
In the 90s, we could have our first 90 of the day. A 90.6. Jossie Wells tells the truth.
Boom. There we go, Woods. Very, very happy with that. That's a great first score to get under your belt heading into these next 2 runs. And back up to the top. Next up, we have Canadian Alex Balou-Marchand, also going by ABM, dropping in with bib number 14. ABM secured second place in PyeongChang this year in the slopestyle event, so he's definitely one to watch. He's got a big bag of tricks. He's going to be coming out firing here today in the Audi Quattro Winter Games FIS Freestyle World Cup Big Air.
It was looking good in practice. What have we got here? Dropping switch.
Drop and switch over the left shoulder. Switch left side. Triple cork 1440 with the truck driver.
Wow.
That right there, Nick, was straight fire.
All right, just talk to us a little bit about that grab, Jossie. You mentioned that the truck driver is a really difficult grab, technically difficult. Why is that?
Well, if you watch this replay here, he looks like he's driving a truck, right? So he's grabbing both skis just down by his feet, like he's holding a big truck steering wheel.
Driving the wheel.
You know, with that grab, you're really locked into one position. And so as soon as you set and you grab those skis, you're kind of locked in. So it's quite difficult to make any slight changes in the air. So you have to be really precise on takeoff, which is when you execute it perfectly like ABM just did, that's a really, really high scoring trick.
The judges have spoken.
92.4 for ABM. I think that was a very solid score for that trick. That was definitely the best trick we've seen today. Flawless execution, really high difficulty. He went big, so he got the amplitude, and he's looking really good going into these next couple runs for him.
Finn Billis, the Kiwi, bib number 11, dropping in now.
Finn Billis getting knucks from the homie Hamish McDougall at the top. Great friend and coach of Finn. Finn's been riding really, really solid over the last couple of years, just building up his technical base of tricks. So he's going to be looking to come out here firing. Dropping in switch, looking over his right shoulder. Going for a switch right side. Triple cork. 1440 safety.
Monstrous.
Huge, Nick.
I think that's the biggest we've seen anybody go today.
He's really ticking that amplitude box.
Woo! I think he was down at about the third line.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, like I just said before, it's all about the impression you're leaving on the judges. And when you go bigger, you know, that makes the judges jump out of their seats. Like, wow, look how high he is right there.
He's way above the knuckle. He is. He's down about the 4th line.
Yeah, I mean, with this type of thing, going bigger is better, yes, but also if you go bigger, you're going to need to still keep yourself composed. And when you go bigger, when you hit the ground with that much impact, it is harder to stay a little composed. But he didn't touch down, and he went huge, so I don't think it's going to affect the score too much. Score come through,
93.6 for Finn Billis.
Epic, epic run from Finn.
Back to the top of the course. Next skier to drop is bib number 1 from Switzerland, Andre Ragetli.
Andre has been a reckoning force in the competition scene over the last few years. Multiple gold medals, multiple silver, multiple bronze. You know, he's been one of these riders that's been really dominant in this competition scene. And just cleaning off some snow there, getting them off the ski, feeling good. You got to feel good before you drop in.
Now Andre's first run, he just had that little bit of a sketchy spot in his landing, and the judges really knocked him for that, so he'll be looking to land this trick, whatever it is, very cleanly.
Here we go. Rebate on round 2, coming in forwards. Left side, triple cork.
Oh,
16-20.
Monstrous, absolutely monstrous.
Huge,
from Andre Ragetli.
Huge there. With the truck driver, he's really amped. You can see the fist pump at the bottom. Taking it really big too. He got the amplitude. Grab was solid. Everything was textbook.
It's infectious too, isn't it? When you're one of the athletes and then you're at the top and you see what the skiers in front of you are doing, and you really, you kind of harness that energy from everybody else ripping. And I think this is what Andre's done here, really wanting to clean up his skiing.
Yeah, exactly. He's watched the riders go down before him, and he knows he's got to show up, and show up he did.
He certainly did. Beautiful from Andre Ragetli, showing that he could well be in the medals. He still has another run after this. Remember, it's 3 runs, best 2 count.
91.0 for his second run. He's going to be really pumped with that. Now he's got his 3rd run to come out with another 90 and bump him up onto the podium.
Top of the course right now from Canada, our number 1 qualifier, bib number 6, Evan McEachran from Canada.
Evan McEachran. Let's see the switch 18 again, my dude. Coming in, jumping around switch. It's looking like we're going to see it. Switch. Double cork. 1800.
Wow.
Perfect tail grab. Mate. Oh, yo.
1800. 5 full rotations.
Yo, Nick, I have not seen any other person do that trick before. And I saw it the other day on his Instagram, and it was absolutely flawless. So for him to come out here on his 2nd run in the World Cup final and lace that with a perfect tail grab, perfect execution, that's incredible. He's going to be pumped. I'm pumped for him. Yeah, boy. Oosh.
So there, you heard it from Jossie Wells. These are the hardest tricks being done anywhere ever right now. And 1800, that's 5 full rotations.
5 rotations, mate.
5 rotations. Just get up from wherever you are and stand around and turn around 5 times and tell me you're not dizzy. This guy's putting it all on the line, going over a jump that's 24 meters in length and going way down that landing and doing it with style.
Depending on this next score coming through, this could set him up well for a podium place. Right now, score coming in at a 93.4. Huge, huge score for Evan. Well deserved, and he's going to head back up and try to stomp another high score in his 3rd run.
Dropping next, Andre Ragetli from Switzerland.
For his 3rd and final run.
2nd run was a 91 from Andre.
Andre Ragetli dropping for his 3rd and final run. Looking to take it home. Switch left side. Triple cork, 1440. Again, with the truck driver, taking it massive. Amplitude through the roof. I mean, look at him. He's covered in snow from trying to slow down after flying down the landing so big. That was really, really smooth from Andre. Execution was good. We'll just check the replays here to see how good of the grab they got. This is all the things the judges are looking for. Technical difficulty. Here we go. He's got the grabs. Switch, triple cork, 1440. Stomping again, really big. Mate, I would hate to be a judge today. These guys are all bringing fire.
First run wasn't scored. Second run was a 91. We just need, it's your 2 best runs of 3. And they will give you your ultimate total score. Andre Rigetli of Switzerland going into the number 1 position with a score of 91, Jossie. That gives him a total of 182 and into that gold medal spot.
Really, really great riding from Andre today. He's going to be pumped. To stomp 2 scores in the 90s is amazing. Good on him. Let's see if he can hold on to that spot. Up next, we have the local boy, Finn Billis, currently sitting in 5th position with 2 really solid scores.
Well, Finn has got our highest score of the day still with a 93.6. That was in run 1. After run 1 of 3, Finn was in that top spot.
Exactly. So Finn's got a 79 for his second run. So he's going to want to drop that score and bump up another one into the 90s and get himself on the podium.
If anybody can do it, it's Finn. He's shown that in run 1 that he has the ability to be at the top. Can he do it again in run 3 here?
Here we go. Finn for his 3rd and final run, taking off forward, spinning to the right. Big triple cork, 1440 again, landing smooth. Finn showed up today. Finn Billis, ladies and gentlemen, ripping it on his home turf for the crowd, ripping a forward right side, triple cork, 1440 safety grab, taking it big. He's got the amplitude. Nick, he's ticking all the boxes the judges are wanting to see.
And that was one of the most casual landings that we've seen all day. And technically, how difficult was this trick, Jossie? Does this compare with the other tricks that we've seen today?
This trick was the same trick he did on his second run, which scored him a 79.6. I do think that he did it better this time around. He took the jump a little bigger, so the amplitude points are going to be a bit higher. The execution was just as good. So I think for this 3rd and final run, he's going to score higher than that second run. It's just a matter of how much, and hopefully that can bump him up into that top 3.
Finn Billis, ladies and gentlemen, currently in 2nd position with a 3rd run score of 86.6. Silver medal position for Finn Billis. He will get a medal here today. What colour will it be? There is only one rider left that can knock Finn out of that 2nd place position.
Yes, Finn, absolutely crushing it today. He's got to be pumped with how he skied. Silver medal position, he's guaranteed 3rd. Now we're just going to have to go up to the top. Evan McEachran dropping for his 3rd and final run. He's the only one that can shake up these standings.
Evan showed us an 1800. That's 5 full rotations. The only skier to do an 1800 in run 2. What's he got for us, Jossie?
I don't know. He's going to have to put something up in the 90s here to get on the podium. Right side, triple cork, 1620, stomped perfectly. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know what, Nick? I'm going to say that's got to get him up on the podium. That 2nd run score of 93.4 of his, plus whatever score comes through for this, I mean, it's going to be a massive score. Look at this. Big right side, triple cork, 1620, safety grab perfect. The amplitude was there. The execution was flawless. That has got to be a score in the 90s, and it's just a matter of what's the 2nd number. Is it going to bump him up onto the podium? Is it going to get him into 2nd? Is it going to get him to 1st? Whew, you never know. Boom, score coming in with an 87, bumping him into 2nd place. That's going to leave the overall standings with Andre Rigetli from Switzerland in 1st, Evan McEachran from Canada in 2nd, and in 3rd place we have the local boy, Finn Billis, representing Wanaka, New Zealand.
What a show this has been, Jossie.
Amazing day.
It was such a great way to start the season. I don't think it could go any better. Like, such a nice day out. Got to do some tricks, and I'm pretty pumped.
Oh, it's super awesome. Don't get to ski in front of my friends and family too often because we're usually competing in the Northern Hemisphere. So to lay it down here today is super rewarding.
I started with the triple 16, and it's actually a trick I can do 10 out of 10. I didn't land it perfectly, and I was like, oh man, I need to land the second and third jump. And I told myself I'm gonna land them perfectly, and I did it, and I won the first World Cup of the season, and that's just a super nice start into the new season.